was a very strong connection between the Heidelberg group and the Victorian Artists Society, because this was their home. You know, they painted out in the country, but this was where they exhibited. The society began with the young Impressionists, your Tom Roberts, your Arthur Streeton, Fred McCubbin, and many, many other artists who discovered the light and started painting Australian colours. They were allotted this block of land here to build their own building. In the deeds, it was to be for art education and for displaying art. This was the original studio. It was a terribly important gathering place where those lovely, lovely landscape painters enjoyed each other's company, and they shared ideas and they talked art. Our society today, we have over 200 people a week in this room here, so it's booked out from early morning until late evening, every day. The other thing that we do have, once a month we have a group, what they call their paint out weekends. They absolutely love getting out. Doesn't matter what the weather's like, they still proceed and get on with the painting. That is the true landscape artist.
Well, I've always painted and I've always drawn on my own, and then it wasn't until we actually moved down towards the beach in Beaumaris. I mean, I just absolutely loved the water and the beach, and then I learnt about the Heidelberg School, and Clarice Beckett and her home is around the corner from where I live. And so I started painting in watercolours at the time in the local art community, and I just kept painting. I've just been painting ever since. Yeah, I'm constantly looking at the Impressionists. I absolutely adore their work. In particular, I love Streeton's work. In Beaumaris, there's several spots where they've painted, and it's just wonderful to be able to go there and see. I love on plein air for a few reasons. It helps you to see the light better, it helps you see tones, and I feel that it gives your work an energy that it doesn't have when you're working in the studio.
Plein air painting follows, of course, a long tradition. I guess it's a reaffirmation of a love for the landscape, which I've had all my life. And getting out and looking at it is something I look forward to, and it's something I've done for 50 years. And to paint, it's all about the properties of light and the way the light plays on the landscape. You find it not only ever changing, but it's also ever interesting and quite difficult. You're never quite fully satisfied with what you do, but it's one of those things that I doubt I'll ever stop doing.
There's a very strong connection between the NGV and the Victorian Artists Society, particularly with the Australian collection of art. So many of the artists that belonged here and enjoyed their time here, their works have all been represented at the National Gallery of Victoria.